Well, dude, thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris.
Yeah, we got an American in Japan, so introduce yourself if you don't mind.
I'm Ryan Gardino, and originally from California, Santa Barbara. Grew up, went to my junior college, played some ball there. Had a standout year my third year, and that was the COVID year. Brought me basically to Wofford in South Carolina. Had some good times, met some good people. Ended up transferring to Tennessee Tech, where I graduated. Had another standout year. Had a week where I won like National Collegiate Player of the Week, so that was fun. I had a great summer in the Northwoods and transferred to Alabama, where I spent my graduate season. And then from there, just quit baseball for a year and a half, maybe even two. And I was working like a desk job, like a publicly traded company, like big business words, KPIs and dashboards. And
I can't stand KPI. I don't know what it is about that acronym. I worked in solar for my last corporate job, and every KPI, and I'm like, please stop. All right, rant over.
it was difficult to say the least. And my good friend Noah Williamson reached out to me and hooked me up with this gig. He was like, "Hey, I played on this team last year. Like, would you want to go?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So last year was my first year here. I led the league in home runs, and they have a cool award called the Home Run King. And so I got to give a speech in Japanese in front of a few hundred people, and that was really cool. I said something along the lines of like watashi wa Ryan Gardino, like arigato gozaimasu, thank you for having me. Hyogo Bravers wa subarashi, which is like my team is awesome. I thanked the teams for having me, right? I just was like,
Right.
thank the other teams, like thank you for accepting me. Boom.
Was that like the first time you ever had to do that in your baseball career?
Was on stage looking out at like hundreds of people, and this very nice elderly woman in the front was just like so happy to see me, and she was smiling, and I forgot my lines, like my lines. I like don't speak Japanese, and I forgot what to say, and she's like mouthing what to say next because it was just like obvious, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And same, I had my other teammate who ended up getting drafted to the MPB, Shohei. He was like whispered in my ear what to say, so it was perfect.
All right, so you had help. I love that. Ken Okamoto,
Hmm.
trying to pronounce everything the way it should, at least try to. So I met him on Instagram. I can't remember what video it was. Something
Mm,
popped up. It wasn't a dad joke because I don't think he was
mm,
doing his dad joke stuff yet, but something else. And then yeah, just next thing you know, I don't know. That was months ago, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. So
mm.
that's what I love about like Instagram. You're always running into things that you had no idea that was out there. Like I sponsor a British team in that plays in Plymouth in England. They're rec league, but they love it. They're bit, and I found them on Instagram. So thank you, Instagram, for all this stuff. Going from desk job, how easy or hard of the decision was that to make, and not only to like to leave the job, but to go across the world too.
Well, so I was in a unique position too when and I was at a rapidly, I wouldn't say, I mean, it was already a publicly traded company, so we had all the resources, all that, and I myself was developing very quickly, and I was kind of in a pivotal position, I would say, like honestly within the month, like probably gonna get promoted to the job I'd wanted for the last year. And I didn't even know if I was gonna go to Japan. So it was kind of like last minute, and then like my boss was like, "Hey, just so you know, you're right on the cusp of this promotion. This big promotion's coming up. It's gonna be you. You sure you're making the right decision?" And in my heart, I was like, "Yeah, I know I'm making the right decision."
If you did not make that decision to play now, do you think you would have?
Honestly, I wouldn't be playing right now, right?
Yeah,
And it's like, I mean, kind of similar to your story, right? Where it's like, it's like unfortunate circumstances happened or whatever, and then you're like, you know what? I'm care a lot about baseball. I'm gonna go start pursuing that, and now look at where you're at. So you're kind of in the same situation I was. It was like, you know what, I had a job and just decided to like go all in on baseball, and then like we'll see where it leads, right? Like
Pretty much, man. They say do what you love. It's cliche, but I haven't, working wise, I haven't been happier. So I can't, no complaints. Do you feel like right now does any of it feel like a side quest to you? Like playing baseball in Japan, or is it that's who you are?
That's funny. When I first, I was referring to it as a side quest when I first got out here. I was like, yeah, I'm on my side quest. And someone was like, someone put it in perspective, like, dude, you're like playing baseball in Japan. That's a main quest, dude. Like, lock in. And I was like, hey, you're right. I gotta lock in. Like, I want to play over here long term. And I had to shift my mindset, you know, from side quest to main quest. But that's funny you ask that.
Not everybody gets to the chance you know, to play over there. So it's like I hear so many times that people pro ball players say like, I just want to play in Japan at least 1 year. So when you first got there, what was the first thing that made you like realize like, holy shit, I am not in America anymore?
Right. I went from California to South Carolina, Alabama, you know, never got culture shock. Like I was like, all right, this is cool. It's just, you know, another place, whatever. When I got here, I was thinking to myself the same thing. They're just people, right? Whatever. And I went, I was in our town, which is like kind of a rural country town, for 2 months. And I went to Osaka just to check it out. And I got off the train and I looked around and like I saw white people. I was like, and they weren't even American, like they're speaking like a different language. And it just shocked me. I was like, I haven't seen someone that wasn't Japanese in the last 2 months.
Wow.
That was crazy to me. My first ever culture shock. I was like, whoa, like I've been the complete, for a lack of a better term, outcast, right? I've been like the odd man out this whole time. But
the one that stands out.
Literally, and like people do it, like, you know, little kids stare at me. I'm the first. And
how tall are you?
I'm pretty tall. I'm like 6'4", 225, 230. Like these little kids, it's so funny. I think I'm actually like the first white person that these little kids are like just you know what I'm saying? And they just stare at me and I like smile. They smile back. It's awesome. And they've been so accepting of me. So
that's good.
That's what I like the most, you know.
It's hard to stay in a place, especially like that, being being away from home and the language barrier there. And if you don't have a little bit of where they kind of accept you, make you feel like home a bit, man, it's got to be rough. I've never been in that position, so I can't relate. Do you have a baseball phrase that's Japanese, but you know it's something that you say all the time, or something of motivation, or something you say to your teammates?
This is a good one. So they, like, a very common Japanese saying is like "gambareyo," which means like, you know, good luck, fight on, like "gambareyo," like come on, you can do it, that kind of thing. And I'll respond with like a famous comedian saying to that, and I'll be like "mae mo gambareyo," which means like, no, you fight on, like you cheer on. But it's, what's funny about it is they don't say you. So if you and I were talking and we were having a conversation, right? They would just say the subject. They would just be like sushi light, like
I got okay. It's like you know what, that kind of makes sense a little bit. It's almost like the language is removing the unnecessary parts.
Exactly.
It's just giving you just like the highlights of what you need to know.
Just different than English, where it's like, hey, how are you doing? It would just be like, how doing? You know? Like, I know I'm talking to you. You know, right. I'm talking to you, right? And like, if I were to ask, like, I would just say age instead of like, what is your age? It would just, which is another really important thing. Like, it's about how old you are.
Yeah, I'm 45, by the way. So you know, this is cool. We're good. You can relax.
Christopher-san.
What do you think about the culture stuff? I think that's part of my favorite part about international baseball is when you get to find out about everybody else's culture and just like how they live their life and play the game. And I mean, the game is very, very much the same, and probably a majority of it, but there's probably a lot of differences that stand out. I mean, I saw a couple of clips of like, I don't know what they're called, the Japanese girls that run up and down the stadium and with the beer keg strapped on their back, and the songs, the chants, the food, all that stuff, man. Everybody's like, it's crazy. The roster on the website. Thankfully, they have an English translation because I wouldn't have been able to get far. And the first picture I saw was Casey. He's sitting there. He's getting ready to throw his feet. He looks pretty good. He almost looks like a model in there. It's like I can see why they put him there first. But
Yeah.
I'm going through the roster. You got 38 teammates. That's what's on there. Is that what's there at once, or is that like everybody that's in there?
We might have more.
Holy moly!
Like I've never actually thought about it. It's a lot of people.
I was going through it. I was like, oh, what's the roster size or something? I was like, okay. And then I kept on going. Once I got past 26, I was like, well, that's just what I'm used to. I'm like, all right, is this a 40-man kind of deal? Is there everybody here that's active? I was like, holy moly.
Yeah, it makes inter squatting pretty easy.
Oh man, I can imagine you could just flip people in and out,
I have thought about it. BP does take longer. Just because we have so many people hitting,
What do you call the injured list there? Does it have a term or something different?
I don't know. I think they just they cancel registration is like what the direct translation is when they take someone off the
It sounds so harsh.
cancellation of registration.
Jeez.
and it's like when like someone gets fired, it's like they got like cut. It's like just the universal symbol. It's just kind of funny.
Okay.
Yeah. When I say like the omaemo gambario, that's not mincing words. Like that's like aggressive. Me saying like it's like you do this. They're like, oh, so aggressive, like so demanding.
Keeping on this roster thing, your name on here is just your first name. It's just Ryan. Everybody else has got two names. Is that a choice, or are you trying to be like Ichiro? What's up?
They have it's even funny on my jersey. It just says Ryan.
That's interesting.
Couldn't fit Gardino. I don't know.
I mean, there's some long names on here. I mean,
it is funny, yeah.
Ishihara's Yamamoto. There's some
Yeah.
long ones on there. Hopefully, I'm saying them correctly.
Yeah, you actually nailed all three.
Did I really? Nice.
Yeah, like on the button.
So, am I seeing you have female players?
So that's what I was gonna bring up. We have the Suzus. So Suzu-chan, they're both named Suzu-chan. But that's a really cool story. Are they coming to the US? Wait, they might be coming to Illinois.
Are they doing the cup?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'm volunteering on 2 days. I'm doing grounds crew on one day, and I'm doing press box or something.
That's sick.
Man, that's freaking cool. Look at that. See, small world.
They're like practicing. They're in our inner squads. I talk hitting with them. It's kind of cool.
Any cool little pickups or notes, tips, Taz, something that made you like, oh, I never thought about it that way?
I mean, they have to play the game in a different way. Just than myself, especially. Like I'm a big power hitter, whereas they're both smaller contact hitters. Kind of funny. I like one of them has like a somewhat similar swing to me, so we kind of like talk about like we just talk about bat path, like being efficient, and helps me like think of my swing, like the difference in I don't just the difference. There's a big difference, but I was swinging one of their metal bats in practice. They're like drop 5 D Marinis. Like just, I took like 3 swings. I hit like 2 or 3 home runs, I think, and I just didn't want to dent it. It was like just coming off so hot. It's so cool that like they're like coming out practicing every day with us and like getting better, and they're baseball players. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's amazing. Yeah.
Like they're ball players. Like
what I love about too over there is that there's a path, there's a league, there's everything, and it's been there for a while. To where if you want to play baseball as a girl, female in Japan, you kind of know what to do. Over here in the U.S., I mean, it's either softball, tagging along playing with boys, and then you're pretty much kind of forced into softball. So I'm pretty excited about the WPBL that's coming up. That'll be starting in August, so I'll be there too. That's 2 hours away from me. They're playing all their home games in Illinois too, Springfield. So I'll be busy this summer between the AUSL softball, the Cup, and WPBL. I'll be all over women's baseball and softball this summer.
The biggest difference, right, between men and women is just the power. They get hits, they find holes. And like we got this pitcher, like, he's throwing 90, right? Like with some cut, some movement, and like they're getting hits off it, like they're having competitive at bats. It's like that's all you can ask. Pretty cool.
Well, I hope to see him. So we got Suzuka Yamamoto, and then we got Susu Narasaki. Have you bowed by accident yet, like to something that you shouldn't have, or like on the phone just because you're used to it now?
It's hard to bow at a wrong time because they bow about everything. The dinner tonight I was telling you about, we probably ordered 40 plates. It was all you could eat. And every time they brought a new plate, thank you very much, bow. And they would bow. Thank you very much, bow. Oh my gosh. And there's so many small things. My dad told me before I came, he was like, hey, just be very conscious of your actions. When you accept a business card or hand someone a business card, it's with two hands. You take the business card from them. I read it. I look at both sides. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. And then I place it. And it's what's really cool is that they really show each other respect here. I've been to business conferences all over the country and in the US. And like, there's so many people, and people have places to go. So I get it. It's like, hey, here's my card. They take it, put it in their pocket, save it for later.
Yep.
And like some of them go through later. I'm not saying they don't. Like they'll go through later and I'll be like, hey, that was an interesting whatever. But here it's like, thank you for your card. They read it to show them like, you matter. Like I respect you and your time. Then put it away. Right. So like just little things like that, and then the bow, it's like boom. Like we go do morning greetings at the elementary school and I bow for every kid that walks into school, and we're in full uniform, 7:30 in the morning, like greeting the children as they're walking into school. And it's kind of cool.
How often do you do that?
I'll do it twice this month.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. Like, and like a lot of the kids come to our games too. So like they'll come running up, or like they'll come running back and like ask for autographs and all that. And like, and then being like a foreigner is another pretty cool special. Like, hey, look at the foreigner, the big guy. He doesn't look like me.
Can you autograph your name or whatever in kanji yet?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I can't do my last name. I can just do Ryan. Ryan.
That's all you're known as on the roster anyway. It doesn't matter. Prince,
how many
Ryans
are playing baseball in Japan? Like,
yeah, we could look it up, but yeah.
That's a good question. I thought, maybe not many.
What's a element of the game over there that caught you completely by surprise?
Well, I came from the SEC, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's guerrilla baseball and everybody's throwing 100 miles an hour and everybody's hitting home runs or like striking out, like kind of,
in your face baseball kind of.
Boom, right? Every pitch. And here it's like finesse. You think like this guy's throwing 88, like whatever, no big deal, right? Like this guy's throwing 90, but they really pitch, so it's like it's that speed, but then it's so much movement. And I remember I was facing this ex NPB pitcher, Kubo-san, and he's a lefty, and I thought I had this guy, like 88, 90 lefty, like had really good run and tail. And then I'm like, I got this guy figured out. He throws me an ephus, like a legit ephus, like 50 miles an hour. And it like came out so high that it was just like an auto, like, and he just like stole a strike on me.
You just watched it. You couldn't do nothing about it.
I mean, like, how do you don't time up 88, 90 to 50? Like, but what he does too is then he just planting a seed. And it's like, when's he going to throw me that again? Because it's going to get nuked, but he doesn't throw it again. Like he doesn't throw it again. And they pitch really, like they hit their spots. They locate, locate, and movement, and then they change their speeds. The thing that they lack is just the like absolute dominant power. But some of them have it. Like you look at like right Shohei Ohtani,
Oh yeah,
Yamamoto, like,
yeah.
and then like a lot of the guys in the MPB, they have it for sure. And what makes them so much better is that like they have that plus the location, movement, a bunch of pitches, they changing their speed, So like just a bunch of Greg Maddoxes. Really took me a long time the first season to get used to it. I led the league with 8 home runs last year, and I hit I think 7 of them in the second half. I was a year and a half out of baseball as well. And
Right.
like I showed up at the second game. So that was, and we don't have cages here. That's another thing. No batting cages. So it's like figure it out, like throw you in the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But then this year I'm already at 6, and like we're just halfway through the season. So the league record's 15. That guy was in the MPB the next year. I'd love to get there. That would be really cool. But
Heck yeah.
anything to get me NPB tryouts is what I want.
I have my new thing. I go to all the ballparks here, or try to.
Mm,
And now it's like, all right, hitting a bunch of those. Let's get the international side. Definitely want to go see a game at Tokyo Dome and
yeah.
Hanshin. When I go there, I don't know. I've seen it my entire life in pictures and movies, and the altered infield just looks cool, man. I don't know what it's about.
How many stadiums have you been to?
I'm at 20 right now.
What's your like top 3 MLB stadiums?
Ooh, I kind of have this conversation a little bit. So I think I'll throw Wrigley only. Wrigley will be number 1, season ticket holder, and go there a lot. And I'm not a Cubs fan. My wife is Mets fan. She's the one that had to have them and wanted it her entire life, so she finally got them. So that was a cool moment. Yeah, Wrigley, just because of the atmosphere. That place is kind of nuts. Always full. The song at the end when the Cubs win.
Yeah.
The 7th inning stretch that's
Harry
the
Carey.
best. Yeah, you got Harry Carey, man. The team was. I was 10 years old in New York. I come home from school all the way up until I was a teenager, whatever, and 2, 3, 4 o'clock, there's a Cubs game on. I can go watch the end of it, and I didn't really care. It was just baseball. Same thing with the Braves. Braves on TBS. You can there. Back in the day, you just can watch whatever. So, yeah, Wrigley would just be like overall now food, all that stuff. Not that great, but I would throw Oracle Park, I think, next, and Petco would be my 3rd.
Yep.
Oracle's ridiculous. I mean, I don't think I really have to say much about Oracle. It's up there. Petco is atmosphere as well. Really cool. Love the food and drink options. That's the first time I ever had a Cutwater. Was in Petco. I had a margarita, and man, I don't remember 3 innings.
Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. Definitely biased. I do love Petco. I remember going to Petco as a kid, and they had like the wiffle ball grass stadiums like around just outside. Like as like a as an 8-year-old, that's like the coolest thing ever.
Oh hell yeah!
But I got to go to like the 2012 World Series with my dad, so that was the Giants.
Oh, nice!
That was so cool, and we saw Barry Bonds. Another year we saw Barry Bonds like 754th home run, I want to say.
Ooh.
That was pretty cool. We were like, if he hits 3, he's gonna do it.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I love Bonds. Bonds is great.
I gotta see a Barry Bonds home run in person, and up in the top bleachers and the nosebleeds, and you're just like, he's still larger than life from up there. It's so cool.
I want more guys like that. Right. You might have done some stuff, that's questionable, man. I'll tell you, you still have to hit the ball. You still got to do all that stuff. Everybody else did it, and nobody did what he did.
I know. That's such yeah.
All right, so the Gaijin Ryan, is that self-proclaimed or is that given to you?
So, just being like a foreigner, you're a Gaijin.
Yep.
And I just thought it was funny. I was like saying like ore wa baka Gaijin, which means like I'm like a dumb foreigner. Like whenever like I just like you know, like someone comes up to me and they're speaking Japanese and they say, "Hey, like I'm a dumb foreigner." Like, you know, I'm a dumb foreigner. It's just kind of like a joke, and like my teammates laugh every time I say it. So I was like, you know what? Like it's kind of funny. I'm Ryan. I'm a foreigner. Gaijin Ryan. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what's going on, but like I'm here to hit home runs.
I guess I kind of think I know the answer to this already, but I'll ask anyways. Like, so living in Japan, it's has it changed what you want out of baseball and or your personal life?
Yeah, I definitely know, you know, the peacefulness of living in the rice fields. Like I'm walking through rice fields, nobody around, just me and the birds, you know, and it's pretty cool. It's so peaceful. It makes me realize I can live anywhere in the world and be happy. Um, that's like number one. And then also number two, yeah, I'm literally just playing baseball for fun. You know, like when you're in Division 1 in college and all that, and um, it's just people breathing down your neck to like it's a because it's a business, which makes sense. But now my mindset's just shifted. It's like, hey, I can go work a desk job, and I know I can do it. I know I can be successful and make money. But like, is that what I want my life to be? Just like making money, or do I want to enjoy it? And you know, baseball's paying the bills enough right now to where like that's what I can do, and I can have fun showing up. When I show up and I'm not having fun, that's when I'll quit.
Right.
Right. So it's like, I mean, I'm 27, which in baseball, it's like it's kind of crazy, right? That's either a dinosaur or you're a young guy if you're like in the big leagues or in the MPB, right? Like, so you know, it is what it is.
What would get you back to the US? Like, right, like, you know, is there a call that you would get that you'd be like, oh, sorry guys, I gotta go?
Any affiliate, obviously, I would come back. Just because I would love like MLB is you know where I would have a kind of a better opportunity, just because you know with NPB they only accept so many foreigners per roster. So like you know last year, like did I get snubbed making it to a different team? Maybe. It is what am I fully expecting that being a foreigner? Sure. It
Yeah.
just means I need to be that much better. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back, give it one more year in Japan where I'm going to just give it my all. I know what to expect this time. And, you know, I give it my all and I don't move on. I can hang my head high. And then I'd probably come back and play independent in the US just because I still want to play. And I'm still fast, strong, like have a good body. And so,
Why not? Right? Yeah, it's one of the things like, why
exactly.
not? Take advantage of it. I mean, you know, you sleep when you're dead, right?
Literally. No, I mean it's like you know, you see people, you know, in love like have health issues and it's like kind of puts in perspective for you to, you know, realize, hey, today's the day that I woke up with an able body. And you don't know what day you're gonna wake up without that.
Right.
So it's like you gotta take advantage of the days that you do have it.
Nice, dude. Sounds like you got a lot of awareness and perspective, so that'll go far. All right. So who else is there with you? Anybody sitting around near you, teammates or anything?
Here, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. 1 second.
A few moments later.
Come. Friendo. So
Okay. What we got? What we got?
this is Taiga.
Tiger.
He's our second baseman.
セカンドベースマンです。
I don't know what you said, but I'm with you, bro.
Number one, 名前は何ですか？
松井大河です。
松井Taigaです。
Matsui Taiga.
This is his name. Des just means that's him. And then you are
Chris.
Chris.
クリス
Chris.
クリス
Hey, yeah, I like that.
So he speaks very what? ちょっと English. ちょっと英語。
できない。
Yeah, none.
ユニバーシティ。
Mm.
ユニバー。ちょっと待って。
Casey, come on.
University.
Yeah.
ユニバーシ
Casey, help us out.
Love it.
Casey speaks Japanese. Tell him about Taiga.
He's a university student, but he doesn't play for the university. He plays for our team.
Okay.
He's our two-hitter. He slaps the ball.
Okay.
The left fielder pretty much plays infield when he's hitting, because he just always slaps into that side.
What's the funniest thing that he does out there in the field? Is there something that cracks you guys up?
He can't go. What I guess maybe whenever we're doing like inter squads or something, if our like catcher like boots the ball or like someone swings and misses, he'll just like will not let them like not hear. He'll just like say everything that he knows, try to get under their skin. Secondary guys, like the backup guy's like licking his lips right now. You know, it's like he's getting ready to come in. He make another error.
Yeah, so voice, good voice.
B or him?
Him.
Yeah, he's just good.
I got you. Yeah.
What's the batting when you gonna start batting practice? What's he say?
Uh,
Batting to his hands.
Is he?
Listen. Watch. Go on one time. That's great, dude.
You know, it's getting later over there, like 14-hour difference or something like that. So
Yeah.
my day's just starting, yours is ending.
Yeah, it's about to be 11.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, good to
Yes,
meet
man.
you.
Nice me.
Yeah, we got an early one tomorrow. We got I think the bus leaves at 8:00. We're more worried about the driver. It's all right.
Be good. Have a good night,
All right.
and I'll see you. Talk to you soon.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
Good talking,
See
Chris.
you, man. Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.